Okay, so we are discussing about the chapter number 2. It's our home, the earth. Okay, so on the page number 17, there is a picture. So when everyone open the page number 17, there's a picture on the page number 17. What this picture is showing? This picture is shows the Pangea or the Pangea has drifted or move apart. So they are moved apart. That how it's a 225 million years ago picture, that all the continents are together, and after 25 million years ago, means after 200 million years ago, before this will be look like this. And this is the first one, they are moving apart. And then the third picture, they are moving apart far. Okay, in the 150 million years ago. And then the fourth picture, they are moving apart far and far. And today they are look like this. So there are seven continents in the world. There are seven continents in the world. So there are seven continents in the world. What are those continents? I will tell you the name again, so that whenever I ask you any name of any two or three continents name, so you can tell me. It's North America, South America, Africa, and Europe, Asia, and we have Antarctica. Again, along with it, we have Australia. So these are the seven continents of the world. Right now, they are very much at the distance from each other. So let me clear the screen. After this, we will move towards the next one. So we see the picture. On the picture, we see that the continents are moving away. On the picture, we see that the continents are moving away. So on the page number 18, everybody should have to open the page number 18. Everybody should has to open the page number 18. So yeah, yes, Yusuf, you are saying something, Yusuf?
Sir, yes, I have a question about the continents.
Yes, what is the
Sir,
question about the
sir, my
continents?
question is how the continents move slowly?
Sorry, what are you saying?
How the continents move slowly?
Okay, in the last class, did you attend the last class, Yusuf?
Sir, the last class I was coming
Did you
late.
attend the last class of socials?
No, not.
Okay, then see the lecture. In the last class, we discussed this why they are moving. They are moving because of the plates. Where are the plates? Plates are in the second layer of mantle. It's uploaded. The lecture is also already uploaded. In the last class, we see there are three layers. Okay, so in the second layer, the mantle layer is the liquid layer, semi-liquid layer, and it will move the crust. So that's why they are floating. In that class, we discuss this thing in detail. So kindly check the last class video. Okay. So now someone Raja. Okay. Let me. Yes, Raja Al Mutairi. What are you asking?
Why is Pengi called Africa?
Sorry, what are you saying? Why this Pangea called what?
If you if you go to picture number one, it is Africa is called Pangi, not Africa.
I didn't said Africa. Africa is the continent.
Yes,
This
but
one.
Pangi is like the shape of Africa.
I said what?
Africa is the exact shape of Pangi. So, but
Yes,
and
you can say it. You can say it. Okay. If you see this picture, and see the picture of this. Okay, see the picture of this. Where is Africa? Africa is there. The shape of Africa and the shape of Pangea. See, they are little bit same. Not the not the exactly one. Okay. So everybody should have to open the page number 18. Everybody should have to open the page number 18. So what we have on the page number 18? Okay, fossils. The first thing is fossils. What is fossils? Fossils are the remains of the plants or the animals. Remains means any plant is remain in the rock or in under the stone. So these are the remains of the plants or the animals of 1,000 years ago. So these are very much old. Fossils are the remains of the plants and the animals. Fossils of plants and reptiles. The word reptile means snakes. Reptiles means snakes. So, fossils of plants and reptiles were found in Africa and South America. Okay, if you see this picture, this picture contains South America and Africa. There is so much distance between them. There is so much distance between them. See, there is a sea between the Africa and the South America. So, what they are saying this, they were found the fossils of plants and reptiles in Africa and South America. This proves that earlier, these continents were close together, which help reptiles, which help snakes to move from one continent to another. Because normally snakes don't swim. Normally snakes don't swim. So how the snakes of South America reached or found in Africa? How the reptiles or snakes of Africa are found or their fossils are found in South America? It is because fossils are of 1,000 years ago. Let's suppose if we put any flower or we put any animal or a dead animal under the stone, and after 3 days we will say it's fossil. No, fossils are of 1,000 years ago. Okay, the fossils, the animals, the plants which are under the stone 1,000 years of 1,000 years ago, those are called as the fossils. So the 1,000 years ago, millions years ago, those plants and reptiles were there in South America and Africa, and they are traveling because it's a complete one land. In the old Pangea, it's a complete one land. It's like this. So they were travel from one continent to another easily. So that's why their reptiles and their plants are found on each other continent. So minerals and rocks. So the first thing is they are founding the fossils and the plants on each continent. The second thing they found are the minerals and rocks. So scientists have matched rock and mineral from many continents. The found rock and minerals were matched, although taken from different continents. So scientists took some of the minerals. Minerals are the natural resources of the earth. Minerals are the natural resources like trees, like water. So there are so many resources or there are so many minerals which can be, which are normally different from each part of the world in taste or in chemical structure. In taste or in chemical structure, water is same all over the world, but trees are different, and air is different, atmosphere is different, stones are different, stones, structure of stones, structure of trees. So all of these are different in different continents. So scientists took, let me admit the students, scientists took uh, okay, scientists took the stones, rock and minerals from different continents and matched them, and they were matched. Okay, for example, someone matched the African stone and someone matched the Saudi Arabia stone. They will be different in structure. Why? Because the atmosphere and the area is different. These are two different continents. Okay, the trees are different. The structure of trees are different. The structure of chemical appearances are different. So they are different. So in the older times when the scientists are doing the testing, they test the minerals and rocks. Scientists have matched rock and mineral from many continents. The found rock and minerals were matched, although these rocks and minerals were taken from different continents. These rocks and minerals were taken from different continents, but they are matched. Okay, so in the next, what we have, coal. Okay, what is coal? Coal is also a natural resource. Why we use coal? Coal is basically used to burn, okay, by burning we can use it for many purposes. Okay, so coal can be found buried under the thick layer of snow and ice in the Antarctica. So coal can be found. Okay, so coal can be found. Coal is made under the hot environment, and Antarctica is very much cold. We know Antarctica is very much cold, and it is the coldest place on the earth. So coal can be found buried under the thick layer of snow and ice in the Antarctica. Normally coal is formed in warm and wet conditions. Okay, someone raised the hand. Let me. Okay, Ahmad Abdul Latif. Yes, Abdul Latif, what are you saying? You want to ask any question?
We studied the last year that the coal is found under the water.
Sorry, what are you saying, Ahmad Abdul Latif? What are you saying? Kindly repeat your sentence.
Studied the last year that the coal was found under the water.
Yes, what coal can be found in the water can be found in the water because it is formed in wet means the area which have water. Okay, wet means the area which have water, and warm means water and warmness is all together. That's why the coal is formed because of it. But they are saying, the book is saying, the coal can be found under the Antarctica, under the ice, and that is very much cold. So they are saying the same thing. I have two three things to say, then it will be clear why the coal is found under the Antarctica. Okay, so Malik is saying something. Malik, you want to say something? Yes.
Yes, sir. Uh, I can't understand how coal is made under
Yes, you
Antarctica.
can't understand what?
Can't understand how coal is made in Antarctica. How?
Okay, I didn't finish the coal distribution. Right now, I started this coal distribution. I am just taking a question. Right now, I didn't explain this thing right now. I will explain. If you let me explain, then I will explain. Okay. So, okay. Now, there is a student in the class whose name is Math Boy. I don't know who is. Kindly rename your name, then I will take a question from you. Okay, kindly rename your name. Always try to log in or join the class with your original name so that I will get to know that who is this. Okay, Mohammad Disogi raised the hand. Okay, Mohammad Disogi, what do you want to ask? Yes, Mohammad
Sir,
Disogi.
sir, is the trench and ridge are parts of the uh, earth, or it's only in the crust?
What are you saying? Earth and crust? Crust is the part of earth. Earth
No,
is a complete thing. Earth
okay,
contains all three layers.
okay. So trench and ridge are also part of the earth, or it's only in the crust, from the crust?
Ah, okay. Yes, it's a part of the crust. It's a part of the crust. It's a part of the crust. Okay. Okay. Okay, Matthew. Okay, yes, Matthew Sharif. What is your question, Matthew?
Sir, I wanted to ask. I was a little bit confused about like how how didn't the content how do plants and how are plants in different continents still the same after the continent being
Your question
separated?
is not clear.
How do
Kindly
we
say, kindly repeat your question again. Kindly repeat your question again. How? What are you saying? That how do what?
how are how are some trees from different continents are in are in other continents? How now the continents are separated, but still some trees grow, but the same trees are still growing in the same
Okay,
way.
okay, okay. Let me explain. Okay, so Matthew asked a good question. Very good, Matthew. So how they are different? Okay, let consider it a simple. Take it from a simple example. Okay, the students all over the world, okay, have different behaviors. Okay, the in different world, different languages are there. In different world, the clothing style is different. In different world, living style is different. In different world, speaking language is different. In different world, okay, time to live or time or style to live is different. So in the same way, the things are different. Okay, the building structure, the house structure, the style of making of house is different. Saudi has a different style, America has a different style, Asia has a different style, China has a different style. So each and every country has a different style. It's according to the structure, or it's according to the resources that are available in the country. It's according to the resources. Okay, houses are made from the cements and stone, so it depends on the stones, that what sort of stones are there. So there are so many things. Okay, if you see rice, okay, rice, we all eat rice, but rice has different types. Why rice has different types? Because it depends on the nature. How it depends on the nature? Some countries have hot weather, some countries have cold weather, some countries have normal weather. So when the countries those have hot weather, they can grow those crops which grow in hot weather. Like Saudi Arabia is a hot country, so they grow crop. Antarctica didn't grow crop. Why? Because they need sun to grow the crop. In the same way, those countries who have a rainy weather, mostly they grow the rice, because rice is grow very well in the raining countries, because rice took much water. The crop of rice will take much water. So those countries who doesn't have much water or don't have rains that much, so they didn't grow the crop, or they didn't crop the rice. So they didn't crop the rice. So it's up to the nature, it's up to the resources that are available. So if the coal is not available in any country, that country can import that thing from the other countries so that they can use the coal. So in the same way like the trees, how trees are different, because trees are based on the seeds. Okay, seeds, we use seeds to plant a tree. We use seeds to plant a tree. So the structure of the seeds is different. Okay, the structure of the seeds are different. Why? Because they grow in the specific region. There are so many plants which cannot be grow in another region of the earth. It is they are not grow in another region of the earth. Why? Because they grow in some specific part. Okay, if I tell you there are some plants in Africa, and these plants are eaters. These plants are living things eater. What happen when any bee or any living thing, any fly, any frog will sit on that plant, that plant got closed, the mouth of that plant get closed, and that plant eat that thing. So those plants are not found outside the Africa, it's only in Africa. So if anyone wants to open or take that plant from Africa to another country, it's not possible, because it grow in the specific resources, in the specific time, in the specific environment. Environment means specific temperature, the atmosphere available there, and no one is going on. So these plants will grow there. That's why trees and plants are different according to the environment. So okay, so normally coal is formed in warm and wet conditions. Coal is for fossil fuel formed millions years ago from trees and vegetation. So the trees which fell down and goes downwards, okay, and millions ago, and then the stones are coming over them. So they are buried under the stones, and after millions years ago they become the coal. These trees and vegetation is covered by layers of soil and rock. Pressure and heat of soil change these plants to cold. So pressure and heat is generated from the hotness. So pressure of the stones and the rocks and the heat of soil can change these plants to coal. Presence of coal. Antarctica shows that Antarctica was once part of Pangaea. So once it was a part of Pangaea, because when they are all along, then the weather of the Antarctica was not as much as cold as today's, because at that time the temperature for all the continents will be the same at that time, before 225 million years ago. So at that time they were all same. At that time they were all same. So at that time the plants or the trees which are under the rock, buried under the rock, they become the coal. And when the Antarctica move apart from the Pangaea, so the coal is under there. And at that time the weather of Antarctica is changed, and it become very coldest place of the earth. But the coal is under it. Coal was formed in Antarctica before the drifting of plates. Means when the Antarctica is with all the other continents together, so at that time coal was formed. The place where two plates meet is called plate boundary. The plate where two plates meet is called a plate boundary. What is plate boundary? For example, two continents are together. Two continents are together. So the boundary between them is basically a plate boundary. But right now there is no plate boundary on the crust. There is no plate boundary among the continent on the crust. They are at the mantle. We cannot see the plate boundary on the crust of Earth, because right now all the continents are very much far away. If we want to see the other continent, we cannot see it from our home. We can see through in the air or from the satellite, from the Google satellite. Okay. So on the page number 19, our earth, our fragile earth. The word fragile means easily brokenable. Okay, or easily can be damaged. So fragile means very soft, very sensitive, and easily can be brokenable. Earth provides us air, food, and water to keep us alive. In old times, people think that one day all the resources of world may be used. In the old times, in the previous times, people think that one day all the resources like coal, like wood, like trees, like food, like gas, so all the resources of the world may be used. It's true. This thought is true. Earth resources are limited, but human needs are increasing because humans are increasing day by day, and our needs are also increasing. Coal and oil is an example of decreasing resources. Coal and oil is an example of decreasing resources. Decrease means less, lessen. So the people are taken out a coal from the ground. The organizations taken out a coal from the ground, from the soil, and oil is taken out from the earth. So these are going down. The level of those coal and coal are getting down, and they are decreasing. There would be a time, maybe after 100 years, after 200 years, or maybe after 500 years, maybe 1000 years, or maybe 1 million years after this class, maybe after 1 million year, coal is ended or oil is ended, whosoever know, but it's confirmed that they are going down. Okay, so we need to plan the usage of resources carefully. What is the most important resource? The most important resource for the living on the earth is a water. Okay, when we brush our teeth, we need to close the tap to save the water. Don't waste the water. Why? Because it is the most precious resource of the world. Because when the water is there, then life will exist. If water is not there, then life will not exist. Because in this world, food has many types, but water has no type. We cannot live without water. We cannot live only on juices, not on milk. We need water. So that's why our earth is very fragile. Fragile means it can easily be broken. So cutting countless trees increase the global warming. So in those areas where there are so many trees, okay, in those areas there will be a much rain where there are so much trees. And in those areas, countries or continents where there are no trees or very less trees, they have very less rains. So whenever the people are cutting the countless trees, countless means uncountable trees, they are increasing the global warming, because they will decreasing the cutting of the forest, cutting of the trees will decrease the rain in that area. And if all the people cutting all the trees of the earth, then rain is very much rare, and all the world, all the countries got what, the very much warm sunlight from the sun, and it is very much hot. So that's why it is called as the global warming. Means the whole world will got the hot weather. Okay, so on the page 20, large populated area land have been declared to grow food and build homes, roads, and factories. So in many areas where so many people are live, populated means where so many people are living, these development generate waste. So when the food is in making, when the homes are in making, roads are in making, factories are in making, so these development generate waste. This waste go into land, air, and water. So when someone burn the fire, the smoke is go upward in the sky. So when someone make a medicine, okay, so the waste of the medicine goes down in the ground. So all this cause destruction to the environment. It's difficult to correct the damage, but we can reduce it. Okay, reduce means to lessen it. We can reduce the damage of the earth by doing the right things. Okay, by not wasting the resources. Resources are precious. Precious means they are very much expensive. It's our responsibility to make good use of it, like water, like gas, like coal, like petrol, like oil. Earth is fragile, Earth is our home. We only have one Earth in the whole galaxy. All planets are there, but we don't have the oxygen on it, so Earth is our only home. So this is all about the today's lesson. Okay. So, okay. Tashreeq, what you want to say something? Tashreeq.
Yes, sir. Before you saying that we can't live on juice or something, how will we get juice if there is no water?
Okay, if there is no water, then the life is not possible. If life is not possible, why? Tashriq asked a good question, because we see many people who say they are making a body, or the bodybuilders are saying they are drink juices and milk, and drink very less water, but they will drink less water for some time, like 6 months, like 2 months, like 1 year, but after that they will get the normal water. But if the water is not there, then it is not possible to live life on the juices and on the milk. It's not possible. After there would be a point after 1 year, after 6 months, that the people will need the water, because water is a need of a body. Okay. So, okay, Abdullah Khalaf. Abdullah Khalaf, what are you saying? Abdullah.
Sir, today we have to write anything, sir?
No, no, we don't have to write anything. Only the lesson is there. We have to do the assignment. Assignment is there. Okay. Muhammad Ahmad. Muhammad Ahmad Mazin.
Sir,
Yes, say it
sir,
fast.
sir, the period is finished.
Yes, period is finished. That's why I'm taking questions. Okay. Sakhir. Sakhir Akram.
Sir, can we live in Antarctica?
What are you saying?
Sir, can we live in Antarctica, sir?
Can we leave where?
Yes, sir. Or there is some people live.
Okay, okay. Okay, Mohammad Al Sayed. Mohammad Al Sayed, what are you saying? Okay, Matthew Sharif. Matthew Sharif, what are you saying?
Hey, sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. So my question was very similar to that boy, but yeah, sir. But like, sir, what is my question? If we don't have water, we can also use ice as water. We can melt ice and make it into water.
No, there is no replacement for the water. There is no replacement for the water. Did you ever think why the scientists are searching water? Why the scientists are searching water on the Mars? Why they are not searching the milk? Or why they are not searching the juice? Why they are not searching the fruits on the Mars? If they found the fruit, they can make a juice and they can live on it. They are only searching the water on the planets because water is life. People, germs, animals, birds, each and every can live on water. So they are searching for the water. There is no replacement for the water. If the water is ended, how much juice, how much milk you have, you cannot survive the life. Why? Because the water is the need of the body. So it is very much necessary to have a water. Okay, you can live life for some time on the juices and the water, but not the whole life can be done on the water. It's not possible. Yes, Abdul Rahman Hazim. It's the last question. After this, we will end the class. Yes.
Okay, sir. Sir, there is 3% fresh water in the world, yes?
Sorry.
There is 3%. There is 3%
Yes.
fresh water in the world.
Yes, you are right.
How 7 billions people didn't.
Okay. Okay. Let me tell you. Abdul Rahman Azam asked there is only 3% water. Yes. Some water is coming in the form of rain. So that 3% is in the earth, on the earth. So it's in the rivers and it in the uh, lakes, rivers and lakes, they are there. That water is only drinkable. So, and some water is coming from the rain. That water is also drinkable after purifying. So, in this way, we can drink it. We do not have to waste the water. So, whenever we are washing our face, whenever use the water, use it carefully. Only take that much water which is necessary for the stuff, for the thing. Let's suppose you are doing a cooking, you took a water to put it in during the cooking. Okay, you are washing a face, only use the water at the time for washing. And when you are doing a brush, so close the tap. When you're done with the brush, then open the tap so that water will be saved. So there are so many ways to save the water. So everybody should have to do the